Before I would say anything, my very sincere apologies for not being here, as I was supposed to be the host and part of this arrangement, but due to some very unavoidable circumstances, I had to rush towards that Rahim Yar Khan incident aftermath. So my very sincere apologies for not being here. As I've been told that all the chairmen of SOUP and office bearers and the vice chancellors and all academia are present here, my two words for this August meeting is that I have been trying and striving my best as a member, as a part of the cabinet, as part of the government, as opposition benches member, that these universities, they are basically the game changer for our nation. And you, ladies and gentlemen, sitting here, are leaders of this education and this changing environment. Now, the appetite we have for higher education, it is speaking volumes. Even in the towns of rural-urban character, there's a huge bulge of youth which want to go for higher education. They want an infrastructure there. Whether we can do it, the state can do it, the answer is no. So the private sector has to take the lead there. The private sector has to step in, and they have to impart that quality education to the best of their ability. And I won't mince my words here, and to the best of your ability, we can see this transformation. The youth today, we have the largest youth bulge in our region. They are at the same time a challenge and opportunity, both at the same time. Considering it a challenge, that challenge is on your hands. You have to give this basic, general education to them. And why I said basic, general? The universities all around me today are producing, graduates are going there, they are producing masters, they are producing specialized people in the market, they are going out, and they are actually dispensing hope today. And you are the torch bearers for that. So my first, I said that I'll be just having my 2 cents here, where all these esteemed people I could see my teachers sitting here, I could see from those who we have been learning throughout, I could see Mr. Imran Masood here, Dr. Mukhtar Saab, Mujahid Kamran Saab, and if I just keep on naming, Dr. Umar Farooq is there. If I just keep on naming, the list is long, every single name has to be read out. But the first point is that this basic responsibility on your shoulders today is that we have to stand to the occasion, and you gentlemen and ladies present in this house are actually doing that right thing. Secondly, while we are legislating on that, now the system we have is that once we are giving charter to the universities, let it be very clear on those premises that once we give charters, those universities should specify the exact education which they are going to impart there. They should be speaking of their faculties. I would be requesting you, they say there's a brain drain from this country. People leave for USMLEs, people leave for UK, people are leaving now for Indonesia and Middle East. People are going for their opportunities with the multi-sectoral and corporate world. They are just, where they find good opportunity, they go there. But why are we constrained that I have not seen a single piece of legislation in last 10 years since we are giving charters to the universities. No universities offering, importing those teaching good names. If one man can go there and give billions and millions of dollars in foreign exchange, my son goes there, your son goes there, they name the universities that we are going to country A, B, or C. Let's import teachers from those countries. Let's bring faculty here. Let's bring modern innovations here. Let's bring more education to it, which we are sending our children there outside, abroad. It could be part of here. But I have consulted with so many vice chancellors, and I have had word with so many educationists. None of the charters have that incorporation. No piece of legislation is asking for that. So these are my two basically suggestive, rather requests, that once you are thinking in your syndicates, let's think over it, that we can, and now the world is open for this. Let's open up the gates here also. Lastly, the government, I believe, is, to my understanding, I was part of one youth convention which Dr. Saab here was, Higher Education Commission was hosting it. The type of questions are very superficial now. Once we engage with the youth, a gentleman, a boy stands up, he's a graduate or undergraduate, he just stands up at the back, and he, in a very aggressive manner, he addresses his leadership sitting up on the chair. But those questions are not substantiated with correct facts and knowledge. Where do we lack it? Is the knowledge. It has to be imparted. Is this IT revolution taking the total knowledge base education away? Is it just bringing us to the point where we focusing on our results, good results, degrees with certain marks, but not having that exact knowledge which was actually the purpose for book readings and which actually was the university's actual role to play. So my suggestion would be, and I have requested both the governments, federal government, I would request the Dr. Saab also here with the Higher Education Commission. I have taken that responsibility. My elected representative's responsibility is that I am walking to my constituencies, every higher school, every degree college, every intermediate school, to private schools, and I'm taking 4 or 5, 6 books which I like, which I think are the ones which actually made my base. That might be of Urdu, that might be of Persian, that might be of English. Whichever books I liked, I have put a note on it, and I'm taking 1,000 books to every school and giving by hand to those students, those who are at the graduation class, and just requesting them that I can assure you, I told those students that I can assure you that once you get involved into this book, you will not put it down unless you complete it. And that book will leave a lifelong transformation on that boy or girl who is reading it. So I would suggest to all the honorable leaders of this area who are going to actually, I believe, transform this generation to a knowledgeable generation. This is a knowledge world today. I cannot deny the utility of artificial intelligence. It is there. The world is actually relying upon it. But that artificial intelligence has to be substantiated with the material exact reasoning. अगर वो मंतक नहीं होगी तो वो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस पर बेस्ड वो तालीम गालिबन कुछ ना कुछ लैक कर जाएगी। तो मेरी आपसे दरख्वास्त है, लार्जली आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट कि दीज आर माई 2 words, अदरवाइज सिटिंग आपकी इस इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑल फेसेस आई कुड सी, मेरा बोलना ऐसे ही है जैसे मैं वाक़तन सूरज को चिराग के सामने लेकर आ रहा हूँ। बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। थैंक यू वेरी मच।